Yeah, so my name is Chibuzo Ugu. I'm the author of Feelin Lucid. This is the book, in case you haven't seen it before. Now, it's a nice looking little spine, good cover and stuff. That's my name. And yeah, it's my first YouTube video, I guess you can call it. I just wanted to do a Q&A, answer some of the questions that you guys have set in about the book. And yeah, just, see what you guys want to know. Got some of the questions right here. So the first question we have, how does it feel being a 19-year-old author? Well, technically I'm 20, so I can't actually answer this, but nah. It's sick, to be honest with you. Like, publishing a book at 19 when I did was really interesting. It was very new. I was obviously very young, still I'm very young. But I just, I didn't really have any like fears or apprehensions. I just thought it'd be really cool, just see how it goes. I really liked just, the writing process. I had a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, being self-published, it was just a nice experience. So definitely try it out if you're confident, writing, or if you have anything in the back closet that you want to like bring to the world, because it's definitely a really cool experience. Next question. What inspired the character Arcane? So, Arcane is, if you've read the book, you kind of know he's a bit of a geezer. He's a very, like funny, kind of polarizing character. I guess you could say, like, some people like him, some people don't. He's a bit arrogant, but for me, honestly, like, what inspired him, I just kind of always like that persona of, a person that some people like, some people don't, but it's someone that definitely sticks with you, that you always remember. And I think Arcane, with his comedy, with some of his heroics, just the way he portrays himself and acts, I feel like Arcane is a pretty good character. And I really enjoyed writing. It was a lot of fun, honestly. And yeah, whenever I went to bed, sometimes I had some ideas for how I wanted to write him and how I wanted to make him sound, move, act, and that's kind of how I came about with Arcane. So that's how I got inspired. What are the major themes in Feelin Lucid? Feelin Lucid, for sure, I would say the major themes are never doubt yourself. That's definitely a theme. There's a lot of things in that book, like looking at Arkane's backstory without spoiling too much. He definitely came from a situation where most people would not be able to be successful from, but he ended up turning up and becoming the guy he is in the novel. Don't be afraid of failure. That's another one. Obviously, you're going into a lot of things in this novel that it looks pretty like sure on that you're gonna fail, you're gonna lose. But I think when you read the novel, people that have read the novel have told me, like, it's inspiring in a way, because a lot of the things the guy's going through and all of the characters in the book, not just Arcane, there are things that you might not realize is possible until you actually go out and try it. And another thing, just enjoy life. It's pretty simplistic, I guess, but like, enjoying life and small things. You never know when it's going to be over, so just taking every day, enjoying in like little aspects. Those are definitely the big themes. It was really important to do so. So that's why I'd say the phase of feeling lucid. Have you ever lucid dreamed? Crazy enough, I've never lucid dreamed, honestly. Like, it's mad. I've had dreams, obviously I had some dreams about this book, but I've never had like a official lucid dream where I'm aware that I'm dreaming and I'm still able to manipulate the dream state and stuff. That's something I think would be really cool, but I've just never been able to do it. Maybe, the coming years that might change, but no, a book about lucid dreaming, I have not lucid dreamed as the author, so I have not. This is a different question here. What is your favorite book or book series? So I have two answers for this. My favorite standalone book is Digital Fortress by Dan Brown. Came out in the 90s. Really cool sci-fi novel. And my favorite book series is Gone by Michael Grant. It's like, I believe it's 6 books. Gone, Hunger, Fear, like there's 6 different books basically. It's really cool series about some kids that get stuck in a dome. They have to survive on their own and stuff. You know, some political warfare and things like that. But yeah, definitely I took a little bit of inspiration from those books for this one, but those are like different themes, different settings and everything. But those are my favourite books and book series. What is your writing process like? It's not as hard as you might think, to be honest with you. Like, writing, obviously, it takes skill, it takes dedication, you know, attention and stuff. But realistically, the main thing I've learned, you know, from writing is that you just never want to come back to doubting yourself. You never want to doubt the words you put onto the, you know, the screen, like when you're typing and stuff. You just kind of want to write and see how it goes. Because at the end of the day, it's, when I'm writing anyway, I feel like I am always, you know, the creative master, if you want to say, of my stories. So whenever I have an idea, I just put it onto the screen, put it onto the paper, and see where it goes. And when I read back, you know, I try and change some little things here and there, but I just try and make it authentic. You know, I don't try and recreate something else. That's definitely how my process is like. So it can be difficult, of course, you know, writing, you have writer's block and stuff, but typically it's not very hard for me. I just get onto the computer, I start typing away, I have all these different ideas and whatnot. But like, yeah, that's how it goes for me, the writing process. And finally, are you writing something new? Now, of course, since I'm an author now, I have to start, you know, writing books, probably a yearly basis, and I am indeed writing something new, actually. I'm not going to spoil it, but it is another sci-fi novel. But I'm definitely writing something new, and hopefully that can come out sometime next year, early, middle, maybe late next year. Just depends on like the whole process of publishing and stuff. But yeah, you know, it's really nice talking to you lot. Hopefully you've read Feelin Lucid. If you haven't, I'm going to put a link to it on my website and my Instagram so you can check it out. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you don't, you know, it's fine. But no, if you do, you know, leave your reviews and see how you like it, show it to your friends and whatnot. Yeah, it was nice speaking to you boys and girls. Yeah, cheers. Thank you for listening to my Q&A. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want more stuff like this. Happy Christmas. Cheers.